When you have a stuck float bowl, usually this is what the symptoms are, and it can be fixed easily a lot of times. If you have a motorcycle that you start up after using it for a long time, or you just start it up and all of a sudden you have fuel coming out of the overflow valves, okay, and onto the floor, what it means is this float valve system is stuck open, or it's stuck right like this, open. Okay, that's open. What it's supposed to do is when you get enough fuel in there, this slowly goes down, 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 and shuts the fuel off. Okay, suppose you give the carburetor a lot of gas. Okay, well, the float bowl will drop open like this, and it opens this little valve right here. Okay, and it gets to a certain level, and the valve closes again. It always keeps a constant, probably 2 to 3 millimeters beneath this opening right here. I don't. Maybe you can see back here. You can see where it is. That's what the float does. If it gets stuck, like I said, it's stuck open. What you can do, this is an old trick, is you have your carburetor right here, all right, on the bike, and what you want to do is you want to take a screwdriver right here. You take a rubber side or plastic side of your screwdriver and you knock the float bowl. And a lot of times, more times than not, it will unstick the float bowl, the floats. What happens is when the gas evaporates, or fuel, or petrol, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it will get in this little area right here. It will get stuck in a little pin area, or right here. You can see it right here, matter of fact. This stuff you see right there, that is dried fuel. And usually it doesn't affect the float that much, but it will affect this float as well as it will affect this float. What happens is the dried fuel gets into these areas here and here. Now think about it for a minute. You have your carburetor full of gas, just say gas, and over the winter months, the float bowl starts to open. The reason it's opening is because the gas that's holding it is evaporating. So it slowly opens until it opens all the way, because the gas is evaporated. So it's stuck open right there. It is completely open. Now, under normal circumstances, the float would just drop back down to nothing. But sometimes the gas residue gets on this area and locks it. Like I say, the best way to do it is to tap this and see if you can get it off. Now, that's your tip of the day, how to stop an overflowing carburetor that's been there for a long time. And we continue, and I hope this is not too boring. I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend J.T. Tucker from Port Orchard, Washington. This is a friend of mine that helped me build this car. He's a very young man in that photo. Now he's probably close to 50. And we had a lot of fun, didn't we, Gene? So, next video.